What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. This is episode 8 now on the HGTV DLC series. In the last episode, we bought this house right here, the house with a sea view. Now, I did some stuff off camera. You may notice that the driveway is a bit different, and that's because I accidentally deleted one of the original concrete sections that was here before, and unfortunately, they don't have that as a replaceable panel. You can't get it. It just doesn't exist. So I replaced all of it with this sort of paver look, and I do think it actually turned out fairly well, but there are some inconsistencies with it. There's some spots where I couldn't put panels. There's some spots where panels just simply didn't line up, but all in all, I think it's gonna be okay. Now, I did do a couple of other things off camera. Starting off over here at the bottom of the house, I made a storm door. I think that's a really cool addition. And then of course we just have a regular door behind it, but now we got 2 doors, baby. We got double the security now. Now inside, you may notice there is trim all along the floor. That is the other thing that I did. Now, I did try to add the trim in this sort of laundry room, pantry type of thing that we have here, but every time I did that, for whatever reason, the washer would actually come out, flip through this door for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that's why there's no trim in there. But there is trim literally everywhere else. We have trim in the office, looking good. We have trim in the bedroom, also looking good. There's even trim in the closet, boys. I went so hard trying to get the trim done. I may even add some ceiling trim upstairs. I'm not really sure yet, but there is even trim in the bathroom. Now, I couldn't fit it behind the toilet, but it's all good. Normally you wouldn't have any behind there anyways. Now, we don't have any paint on the walls, but that's exactly what we're gonna tackle today, along with furnishing the entire upstairs and downstairs of this place. My last thing I want to show you guys here really quick is these poles, or are these poles. So I did this sort of white herringbone tile with a gray beige paint up above, and then tried to sort of use some trim to separate the two a little bit more. I don't think it looks bad. I'm just not sure I want to do both the kitchen and the living room in gray beige. That's my only complaint with it. Now, for the outside, what I was thinking about doing is a nice bright blue. Now, you might be thinking that's a little crazy, sounds a little wild, right? But think of it this way. If you go to any coast, right? If you go to the East Coast, West Coast, the Gulf Coast, it doesn't matter. Most of the time, if there is a beachfront property, there's going to be a light blue house. Why? I don't know, but there's all sorts of different colors. They always have, it seems, a bright color scheme to the house, and that's exactly what I want to do here, because we're on the beach after all. But we'll probably worry about that later. I don't know if we're going to tackle that in today's episode. We also have a storm door with the other exterior door on the top level as well. So let's start off by painting this main... Oh no, it's done it again. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Maybe it wasn't even because of the trim. How do I close this again? Oh, that's right. Okay, this has to get opened this way, and then you close the storm door and then that door. Okay, perfect. That's what kept happening when I was doing the trim. Now, I know for a fact that there's no trim in there, so I don't know what to do about this. That's so weird. It's so weird. I guess we could leave that open. We'll leave it open. We'll make it look like maybe the wash machine is broken and we have it pulled away from the wall because we're fixing it. I don't know. So starting off in this room, I think we're gonna do the floor first and then do the walls from there. So let's look under floor paneling. I wanna pick something that's almost like a vinyl, almost looks like a vinyl wood floor, not proper wood floor. Floor panel dark, floor panel gray, floor panel brown. Gray might look good. Let's see what gray is gonna look like. Okay, I actually really like that. Wait, what happened to our trim? Oh, it's just hidden. Okay, it's hidden because we're doing the flooring. That makes sense. So let's do this little bit over here. I think that looks pretty dang good, dude. All right, let's see what it looks like with the trim. Oh my God. It actually looks like a legit house now. That's amazing. Okay, but what do we do in these rooms for the floor? Because bedroom, honestly, we could do the same thing. Bathroom definitely needs something different. We'll worry about that here a little while later on. I think we'll do the rest of the space with the same floor panels. So we'll do it in the office. Moving on into the bedroom. I think it's gonna look pretty nice in here. It already looks so good. And then we'll do the closet just because we can. This seriously looks like a brand new construction. Aside from the walls, of course, aside from the walls, we will be painting those a different shade of something. I don't really know what I want to do for the wall color down here. Since we did gray floors, we should probably do something neutral. Let's go into paint here and we'll see what sticks out to us. Gray beige is what we're going to do upstairs, so I'd like to try to stay away from that. We could try for a sunny orange. That might not look too bad. Let me buy one of these and paint one wall. We'll see what we think. All right, that's one wall painted bright orange. I don't know if I love it. I definitely don't hate it, but I just don't know if I want this entire space to be that color. I guess let's see what it looks like with the contrast in the doors. I think we're gonna do it, dude. I honestly think we're gonna do it. It doesn't look near as bad as I thought it would, especially with the white trim. I feel like everything's gonna sort of look a little bit better. All right, that should be the entire area painted sunny orange. I actually really like this. It's turned out a lot better than I thought. Normally, I paint up above here, but I think what I'm gonna try to do is do some white so it matches the ceiling color. This may be a mistake, but I do just wanna see what it looks like. So I'll leave that one painted the same color as the wall just for comparison. All right, so that'd be the ceiling color, right? Otherwise, it's like this. I think I'm actually gonna opt in for the ceiling color, just up there. I don't know why, but it kind of frames the window a little bit more. Looks a little bit nicer. So we will sell the sunny orange and the white there, and that is our main entrance finished. Well, basement entrance finished. Now let's move on into the office. We're gonna paint and then we'll go through and furnish everything, you guys. It's gonna be awesome. So I will grab a white so we can do above that window. And now what color do we want to do the office? We already have an orangey yellow, so maybe we should do a different color. I don't know why, but I kind of want to do this moody cobalt. Let me put a little bit of this up on this wall and I'll see if I like the contrast with the white trim, the white woodwork. It's too good. It's too good. It literally is too good. Okay. Yeah, we're doing this then. That should look great. Okay, that should be the office all finished up as well. Oh my god, dude, this looks so good. This is definitely a top contender for the bedroom color as well, but I kind of want to do the bedroom a little bit different this time around. I'm thinking we sort of try to do something like my actual bedroom here. We kind of have a black accent wall and then all the rest of the walls are just white. So if I grab some black, I don't know where I want the accent wall to be though. That's the problem. I think since those walls are already white, let's just leave them white, right? That makes the most sense, I think. So we'll do this wall and this wall in this sort of black accent color. Just trying to keep things nice and simple for this bedroom. I don't want to overdo it. All right, this is actually looking pretty good now. I'm almost tempted to do all the walls black, but I think that's almost gonna make our bedroom kind of too dark, kind of too depressing. But I did also do just all white in this long closet here. We'll probably try to put some shelves in there, make it look a little bit nicer. But I'm a fan, literally a fan. We have a black fan to match the black walls. All right, now time for the bathroom. This one, we're gonna have to figure out what we wanna do for the floor. I don't know if I want the floor from inside the shower to match outside. I suppose that's probably gonna look the best though. I almost wanted to do some like pebbles on the floor, but I don't think we have a pebble option. There's these bubble tiles, but I don't really think that's the look I'm going for. Industrial dark gray smooth concrete. That actually might look really good. Not for the shower, just in the whole rest of the bathroom here. Oh, you know what? I actually kind of dig it, dude. It's rustic. It's industrial feeling. It just feels right, okay? We're sticking with it. Now for the shower tile, I'm gonna do this light gray herringbone. And for the walls in the shower, I think I might actually match the walls in the shower with the tile from the floor. But then over here, just behind the sink, I'm gonna bring the tile over, but it's only gonna be like the half tile wall. Okay, so I decided to actually do the half wall tile everywhere. And honestly, it kind of works. So we have the full like ceiling height tile in the shower, of course. But then everywhere else, it's white on the top half, and then we have the same tile on the bottom half. I'm kind of feeling it. I think that honestly looks really nice. So we're gonna leave the bathroom off like that. I really do like this concrete floor too. I think that's a nice touch. And then I think in this laundry room, I'm just gonna paint these 3 walls over here white. And I think it's time we move upstairs. I wish we could change the floor panels on the stairs, but I don't think that that's a possibility. Now up here, we've got to get rid of this floor. It is super gross. It's got stains everywhere. This floor over here is beyond beat. I want to try to keep the floors dark, actually, on this one. So we could do a dark mahogany floor panel. We could do that. I don't really love that. I think there's a lot better floor options now. Otherwise, we have the white panels. Of course, after I just said I want to keep the floor panel dark, we go to a white, but that doesn't look terrible. It doesn't really go well with these pillars that we made. So maybe we try these brown panels, this new brown panel that they've added. I definitely don't hate it, but then what do we do for the rest of the space? Do we do white for the rest? I'd kind of like to have the entire upstairs be the same floor panel. Maybe we try the gray. It just looks so good. It just looks so good with the gray. Now we do need like a chandelier or something probably out in the center of the living room, but I think that's gonna work. Now in the kitchen, I wanna do the same tile wall, except I'm not gonna do the trim this time around here. I don't think. Maybe we will, I guess. Okay, so this is the look I think we're gonna go for in the kitchen. Now I did the half wall tile all the way around. I don't know if I'm gonna bring that trim over. It's very, very tempting. I think it would look kind of cool to have it sort of come across that whole wall of the kitchen. However, we have to leave room for the cabinets. And I think that's probably about cabinet height. So we'll see once we get in here, start doing some furnishing, if that's still a possibility. We are now going to turn our attention to the living room. Now in here, all I'm gonna do is paint everything gray beige. I know, kind of boring, but since these pillars are already gray beige, I'm gonna see what it looks like. And if I really, really don't like it, we'll do something else. Okay, after just a couple minutes, didn't take me too long, we now have an entire living room that is gray beige. And honestly, I do think it's working, and the reason why is because in the kitchen, having this be tile and gray beige really does break up this entire space. I think it's gonna end up looking pretty nice. However, over here in this corner, I am tempted to maybe do some brick and possibly add the same fireplace that we added when we were helping the previous homeowner renovate this property. Okay, so we can put the fireplace down. However, the trim is kind of preventing us from putting it where I would like, up against the wall. Luckily, it's pretty easy, so all I have to do is move that out of the way. We're gonna get rid of this piece of trim and just put it up over here for now. We might be able to use that. I don't really know for sure. We're gonna do the same thing with this trim, and there's a couple of little small pieces of trim that we're just gonna have to move out of the way really quick. So we'll pick up our fireplace and let's see how much closer we can get. Right up against both of the walls. That looks much, much better now. Let's grab this piece and see if it can fit over here. Doesn't look like it's gonna let us do that. Okay, so we'll grab these smaller ones, place that one down there, and do the same thing with this one. So it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get the trim to actually butt up right against the fireplace. That's okay. We're gonna get the smallest one that they have and try to get it as close as we can. Okay, it looks like that is maxed out right there. It doesn't look terrible. I do kind of wish we could have the trim go behind it still. I guess maybe if we did that. Hang on a second. Okay, I have pulled the fireplace away from the wall on this side, so you won't actually notice that, but it is still butted up against the wall over here, which actually made this gap a lot smaller. So there we go. That is the fireplace done. Now I'm gonna go through and tile probably from this wall over, wrapping it around to here with some brick. And there we go, just as it was before. I really do like the look of that, and I think it's gonna break up this sort of gray beige theme that we have going on upstairs. Now I think we can head back downstairs and continue on with the furnishing of this place. So in here, I'd like to keep it fairly simple. I think we're gonna do just a pool table, actually. I think we're gonna do just a pool table. All right, and we are gonna put that right there so we can at least still walk around it on all three sides there, as well as, I guess, this side over here. But I think that looks kind of nice. Now, I don't know if they have any decorations like pool cues and stuff like that, but I will take a look here and I'll see what I can find. Well, I didn't find any pool cues or anything else really billiards/pool related. However, I did find this cool little clock here, so I went ahead and set that up on the wall. That's supposed to be silver, but it doesn't really look the part. Hang on one second. Okay, never mind. I guess it was fine. You can barely see it, but there is a clock in the top section of that. Now, aside from that, I don't think I want to do anything else in this space. So let's move on to the gaming/office room thing. First, we're going to take a look at desks. There are a couple of new desks that I haven't experimented with yet. And by a couple, I mean two. There's the light colored one, and there is the dark colored one. I don't know if I dig it. I was really hoping for an L-shaped desk over here in this corner. Let me see if I can't find one of those quick. We do still have the artist nook desk, which was a solid option before. It may still even be the most solid option that we have available. Put that down right there. I think that actually works. I think that's what we're gonna go with here. All right, boys, so I did kind of the same setup that we had in the last office. However, it is missing one thing. So let's head out front here. You may remember we ended up just setting our laptop down on the driveway. Well, we are now going to take this inside because the office is pretty much done. There's a couple of different things that we could do to add a little bit more pizzazz in here, but I am actually running out of time. I didn't even realize what time it was. I do still have to do the Minecraft live stream for today, so let me just walk you through what we have so far. Of course, we have the Toogii Spect controller over here. That's the highlighter yellow and the sort of light blue button configuration. I wish they had a third option for pink because I do have some pink stuff on here as well. However, that'll work, right? We have a RGB mouse pad, RGB mouse, RGB keyboard, RGB screen. We have our microphone over there. We also have what I hope to have one day. I don't actually have one now, but it's a proper monitor specifically for stream chat. Definitely working on getting one of those, but we have one in the game, so I guess that'll be good enough for now. We have an RGB headset. Mine isn't, but that's okay. And now we have our laptop in here, along with a pretty sweet gaming chair that's definitely not from IKEA like this one. So unfortunately, I do have to wind this episode down here, but if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.